Yo, hello. Literally just done a about 40-minute live stream, and I was recording the wrong window. So I was talking about the charts on one screen, and it was recording the other screen. So let's have a look at hopefully the right screen this time. It should be this one. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Okay. Well, that was embarrassing. What a complete waste of time. Right, so let me show you this cunning trick I have got for doing some crypto trading to get some free stuff in the real world, or maybe start a business, or do whatever you want to do. So feel free to do any comments if you want me to have a look at anything. I'll also be looking over here a lot. I'm on my own at work at the moment. I'm waiting for delivery of a snazzy fedora, which I'm meant to be using to wear tonight for a theatre thing where everyone's dressing up. And it's meant to have been here by now, and it's not here, so I might be in trouble. So let's have a look. So this is Bitcoin, obviously, looking pretty strong on the 12-hour on trading view here. Dropped down to the 4. So this is looking like it's making a nice bit of a compression here. If you want to just kind of stretch it out a bit. So very positive. Loads of money flowing in from the ETF still. So we have got a bit of a flat top compression there, which generally should go up, retest, and up again to all-time highs and into price discovery. Let's look at Ethereum. Again, very nice on its way up. That crazy sell-off from the other day. It's going a bit flat at the moment. We're on the 4-hour now. So this is just hovering along, possibly making a base camp before going up again. Right, so let me show you my cunning plan. So I'm heavy into Tau, which is doing very nicely. It has done very nice for me. We got in way around 200, actually, not that low. Yeah, around the 200 level. Should probably look at where my very first one was. Well, I've been charting it from way back then. So 273. Let's have a quick look on my portfolio. And let's have a look when we first bought. So we bought $1,000 worth of Tau, November 20th at 249. So November 20th, round about here. Here on the way down. So that's my very first entry, around 240, 249, call it 250. So it's been very good to me, old Tau. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it as well. So as you can see, getting in on pullbacks. It's pulled back, sold, got back in lower, kept doing it, building up my bag. I was waiting. This is the point where I was in down here, sold out here, thinking it'd come down again, but it didn't. It broke in, so I got in again. Then up it went again. Came down, bought some more here. So I think it's just going to keep compressing here, compressing, and just keep going up. So it hits like 800, 1,000. It's great. It's been very good to me. So I'm very happy with this. And another one I'm doing, which is built on top of Tau, is called Tau New, which I bought in on this green line here, little green dot. Bought, I think, $1,500 here. And it started going up, and I bought another $2,000 here. So this actually over 10x for me, but I didn't sell out at the peak, which was a bit. Well, I didn't. Not selling out at the peak is fine because you don't know whether the peak is going to keep going or not. So, but here I should have sold out here because it broke this base support. So I've just been watching this major support level at the back. Well, this did some serious 3,000% that went on. That's mad, isn't it? So I made some good cash on that one. Well, I didn't actually. I put the 4 in there, went right to the top. I sold 5,000, so I took my original out plus $1,000 profit. Started coming down, took another 10 out, and then it started going down. So I am in free money at the moment, and it's just riding on this base support. I think I've got out and got back in again here. That was it, yeah. So I've been looking to get back in and out, and I've got a bill coming up in another company that I own. We're going to buy we've ordered a load of stuff ready for the summer that will sell. So let's say that's 10 grand. And when we sell it, let's say it's 20 grand. So I'm trying to do a cunning arbitrage at the moment. So I bought here $2,300 worth. So I took £2,000 out of the business, the UK business. So it's that money, it's their money still, the company's money. Turned it into USDT, which gave me 2,300, and then bought, I think it gave me 2,400. Then with the fees and stuff, I bought Taunu here with a hope of getting it to 10x, so I can then sell it around about $15,000, and take that money out. So that £2,500, that £2,000 I pulled out, turn that into about £11,000. And pay off this invoice, and then I'll have all that stock for free. So I'll have 20 grand of the stock for free then. So this is kind of my, this is the area it needs to get the 15 grand. From where I got in here to here, and this is the other one. This was before I took the 10 and the 5 out. So this would have been, if it got this high, it would have got to 100 grand or 4 grand, which is madness. But it went up, did very well. Came back now. I took some profits here, came back, and went up again. About 100% away. This went to 100%. I turned 2.5 into 5, then it came down again. So it's about 2.7 or something. It's still up a little bit, but not very much. But I've heard that this is raising money at the moment. This Taunu, trying to get listed on a major exchange. And if you imagine something like this getting put on a major exchange, could easily 10x what it is now. So if I put 2.5 grand within here, then that'd be 23 grand, wouldn't it? So it would go, if it gets an exchange, this will blast up to around about here. It's 23 grand worth. And I can pull money out and invest it back in the business, pay everything off. Everything's great. So that's what I'm trying to do. And another cunning trick I'm trying to do is might let some of it ride a bit higher if it'll go. And also got this other one that's growing, so that'll be worth good money. I think I've got 1.5 million maybe. Tokens, not dollars. So if this can get up high, I've got another little business that I've set up. Which is a Rhino box self-storage. I'm just trying this out at the moment. I've had this website for a while. I tried it out in 2019. I just ran some ads to this website and got some interest, and people send me messages and ringing saying I want to rent one. At the time, I just did it as a test, so I didn't actually have a site. I just wanted to test to see if there'd be enough interest, and there was. It was quite cheap to get customers. So just Friday, just gone, like yesterday, I've changed some details on this website, got it running again, and looking now to get people to fill in this form and book some containers to rent. And then what I'll do is the money from here, if this goes up to this kind of thing, once it gets listed, I can use some of that money, pull some of this money that I initially put in, pull some of that out, buy some shipping containers, put it on a yard I've already got that I'm renting, put some containers on there, rent them out, and that'll bring in a nice bit of passive income and a bit more secure, a bit more real world instead of like just crazy digits on your phone. So that is the plan. I want to get up to about 50 containers, about £125, £135 a month each. So I'll need about 150 grand to buy 50 containers, but I'd obviously have to buy them all on day one. just buy them as we get customers, buy another container, put it on, keep doing that. And eventually, if that gets to a point where 50 containers at 50 containers times £135 a month, that'll bring you 6,750 a month in income. Times that by 12, 81 grand a year coming into the business. And then we've kind of proved the concept. Then it's worth getting them. Then, okay, that's on 50 containers. Let's get it up to 100 containers. So now we're bringing in 162 grand a year off 100 shipping containers rented out. Not very exciting, not very hard either. Just a bit of advertising, and make sure we've got a site. But then you make sure the site's secure and all that kind of stuff. Get all the business processes and the standard operating procedures set up. But once you've got that, then you've got a business that's producing 162 grand a year, minus the cost of your containers, minus if you're renting the yard. But what I would do then, once I've proved that concept, I would then go and buy a yard. You know, okay, let's put a deposit. Let's put say the yard 500,000 times 30% deposit. Say so you need 150 grand down, and then you need to start buying your containers. Let's say you've got 100 containers and you're getting them for say 3 grand each. That's 100 containers times 3,000, 300,000. That's more like it. Plus you put £150,000 in deposit for the land that you bought. So this stands you at 450 grand is what you've invested into the deal. But so 450 grand, let's make a note of that because my memory's terrible and I'm all over the place. Right, so you put 450 grand in. You are making 160 grand profit a year. And you've got a mortgage on the yard and it's going to last for 10 years. So in 10 years, and also whether you either use your own cash to buy the containers or you rent or you do finance payments on them, you could do that as well. You just finance it all. Do that way. Just pay them all off and have no income coming out of it. Or you could just find the extra money trading in crypto, build that up, keep buying containers with the stuff that you're hopefully 10x in crypto. And then you end up with a business that is bringing in 160 grand profit a year. Let's say you times that by, you're selling it for a multiple of 4. So that business is now worth 650 grand just off the turnover. And then you've also got all the containers. So you've got, so it's now worth 640 grand, that business. And you've also got 100 containers. Let's say they've gone down in value. Let's say they're only worth 2 grand each. So that's worth 200 grand. Add that onto the value. And also your yard has been paid off, which you pay 500 grand for it. It's been 10 years, probably worth at least $1 million. So add another $1 million on the end. So we have got 640 grand is the value of the business, plus the assets, 200 grand for the containers. So your business is now worth 840. And if you want, you can sell the land with it as well. So put a 1 in front of that. I think you can now sell that business for 1.84 million. And they bought the land for the $1 million, and they bought the assets and the goodwill of the business, and you get 1.84 million. Not bad, eh? But before you can get to a point where you're going to make 1.84 million, you need to start a website, see if you can actually get people to ring up and say, I want a container, happy to pay that, take a deposit, and then go and buy a container, stick it on the land, and get the first one on. And then we've got this arbitrage where now this is how ridiculous it is. You just start off with 2,300, then that's going to hopefully turn into 23 grand. So you could buy a load of containers of that, or use a deposit for the yard. But you've lived off 2,300, you could literally be on your way to starting a business that in 10 years you get yourself at 1.8 million. just by trading the cryptos, because now is the time to do it. Get in on a good crypto, like one like this one that's going to get listed pretty soon, will 10x quite easily, just in the short term with it listing. And then we've got the whole bull cycle that's going to push it up even further. And then we've got the fact that Tau is built on Tau. So if Tau does well, this does well. We were in this nice big channel here. We broke out of it, come back into it, broke out again. This could go down a little bit further, but when it starts pumping up to over 1,000, and then the whole crypto market goes mad, and this goes up to, this could easily go to like between 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 or more, which is ridiculous. Here's 5,000. Let's just mark that up just for historical purposes. There. Whoop. So this is where it is now. Good job for the noisy, I think. That's a 6x from here. 600%, so 6 times what you put in from there. It's crazy, isn't it? So that's what I'm looking at doing anyway. So 6x on the big portfolio, and then the market cap of the big portfolio will obviously grow, which means if that's growing, then the towing you, which would be a percentage of that, will grow with it. And then this will do your 10x up to here. And then when the other ones are like 5,000, what's this going to be like? It's going to be like off the chart, isn't it? But there it is. It's just a random brain fart, really. A way of investing into a crypto to give you the returns, to give you a chunk of cash to start a business. That business you then grow to give you some monthly income, so it's nice and easy life for very little work in this case. And then that's creating money. And if you want, you can just keep flitting around. So let's say you've paid off your yard, you paid off your containers, and you've got let's see, what was it? So let's say you have 100, everything's built up, 5 years down the line or something, coming up to the next crypto bull run. So 135 pounds a month times 100 containers, got 13 grand a month coming in. You don't need that much to live off, really. Then you can start putting half that away, and then that money you can start taking out and putting into stocks and shares and crypto, and building up your assets in the crypto world and in the stock world, and then that money goes into the business, and the business grows and creates more money, which spits out profits, get reinvested, and around and around and around it goes. And you just keep growing and growing the business and growing the money. Doesn't look like my fedora hat's going to arrive today, which I'm quite sad about. Oh well. Right, yeah, so that's where I am. So this is my kind of top pick of the day. Tau is sat on support. It's got 2 supports. It's got this base support, big space support, and this level here. It's a great place. It's poked through, came back up. So if you want to be in and out like a sprout from here to around about this level, it's 100%. So that's from there to 0.0030. That is doubling your money. So 15 cents to 0.15 to 0.30, doubling your money. So a quick 100% on this move. And then if you want to jump out here, let it come down, get back in, and eventually it'll just pop out of this flat top and go north. And then you're talking larger money, like before you know it, you've got 10x, you've got 20 grand in your pocket, and you can start that business that you wanted to, and take the dangerous money out of crypto and put it into something real world. So if you've got anything that you want me to have a look at, any questions, and just give it a shout in the chat, and I'll look at any charts you want. If there's anything you're interested in, at the moment I'm looking at flip-flopping in between Tau at the moment, and then if that's not doing so well, I'll go into Kaspa, and I've got a chart that I use to decide which one make the most money. So this is a cunning trick you can do to work out which one's going to do the best. So you've got the coin that you're looking at, which is Tau, and you divide that by the coin that you're thinking of getting into, which is say Kaspa, and put it on here, hit enter, and that'll bring you up this chart. So instead of being Tau versus the US dollar, this is Tau versus Kaspa. So at the moment, you could say this is how Tau is doing against Kaspa. So Tau has been beating Kaspa, and then it started going down. So then Kaspa was beating Tau, and so it keeps going. Now at the moment, we're at the top of this channel. So it could be that we're about to see Kaspa start making more money than Tau. Doesn't mean to say Tau is going to go down and Kaspa is going to go up. It just means they could both be going up, but Kaspa is going faster than Tau. If that makes sense. So this could be either this will start going down again, back down to here, which means Kaspa will, you might as well flip-flop your money into Kaspa because it's going to make you more money. And then when it gets down here, go, okay, this looks like a support level. Let's go back into Tau, and that'll make more money. But at some point, this will punch out above here, and then Tau will be making more money than Kaspa. So I'm keeping my eye on the Tau chart and seeing if there's any resistance levels coming up. Like there's one there. It's bounced here from this nice support. So this could be going up, but at some point, if this Tau versus Kaspa chart starts going down, then Tau's either going to start going down, or it's going to start going sideways. But Kaspa will start doing better. And if you look at where Kaspa is at the moment, is sat on this heavy support at the moment. So in order, if that chart started retracing, then you'd be looking at Kaspa going back up. So that'll be making more money than Tau. And Tau would start coming down. And we'd see that because the Tau versus Kaspa chart would start coming down. I hope that makes sense. And you can do that with any coin. Like, so if you're interested in like, oh, you're a big fan of like these old layer ones, which aren't going to make as much in my opinion in this bull run, because the old slow moving layer ones. We could say I really love Solana and I really love ADA. So you could go, okay, let's have a look at Solana. We're going to put our money. They do Solana, then divide by, and then ADA on, say, Binance, then hit enter. And we now have a chart of what's Solana looking like against ADA. Now, I've not done this before. I'm just literally looking. So Solana has been outpacing ADA. We have got a bit of a line there, a bit of a line there. Put some trend lines on it, in fact. So we've got like an old trend line here, which you didn't quite make. And then we've got, you can put one from here to here. This is how I do it. I just fan them on. So you've got fans of places you can go to. So if this starts coming down again, which means if Solana is not performing as well as ADA and it hits this level, it's likely to bounce up. But if it doesn't bounce up, it could get to here. And you just got little safety nets to check in. You go, okay, I'm going to monitor the breaks below, then I'm going to do something else. If it bounces up, then I do this. If it goes down, I do this. So it's just having those. We've obviously got like a flat top here, where we've got a double top forming. I don't know why I'm so anal about having these lines straight. We've got this kind of double top zone. It's not an actual level, it's more of a zone. So this kind of area, we are seeing a bit of a move down here. So what you could look for is if Solana starts working its way down here, then you want your money in ADA, because on the seesaw effect, or not, but just put it in the chat if you think it's if you need me to do anything different. So you've got Solana on this side, very difficult to write on it, and then ADA on this side. And all you're asking yourself is, do I want my money in Sol or ADA based on what it's doing, not based on what you like? I love Solana, what they're doing, they've got great devs and all this, or oh, I love ADA. It don't really matter. Like I'm here to make money, Solana, or it's in ADA. So I'm just watching this chart. If this starts going down, that's telling me that Solana price is not going, not necessarily like the price going down, but my money will make more money in ADA. So if I invest in ADA, I'll get a better return because the value of Solana is going down versus. So it's just like a little race. If you're going up, but ADA is going to go up faster. So I want my money in the faster one. And when it starts to change and this starts going faster, then I flip it over. Then that one starts going faster. And then before you know it, my hands are off the screen. What's going on there? Yeah. So that's how I work out how to flip-flop my money. And it doesn't have to be like, right, I'm in Solana, now I think it's going to go down, so I'm going to put 100% into ADA. You could hedge your bets because you don't know, this could come down and then just, stuff happens, doesn't it? These are all projects that people are working on, and something could come out in the news and go, Solana have just done this, so it could shoot up. So you have to kind of hedge your bets. So it could be like, I really want to keep some exposure to Solana, so maybe I'll have 50% that I'll flip-flop, and then I'll keep half of it in Solana. Or you could perhaps move 60% of the pot on the flip-flopping, leave 40% in, or 20% in one, 20% in the other, and 60% flip-flop. So you've got exposure to both, and you're never dropping below 20% in either of them, but you've got a nice 60% that you're moving from one to the other, just to try and get, instead of getting 10% in one, get 10% in that one, flip it over, that's going to make 15% right over to that one, and just keep moving them around until it works. And then once you've making money in here, like they've got a few guys watching here, I just said earlier, I've been looking at Taunu, because this, I don't think it's common knowledge yet, but this is going to be, they're raising money at the moment to get it on a major exchange. And it's on a beautiful support line at the moment. This is, I have coins in here, so obviously I want it to go up, but this is like a nice buy zone for me. And what I've done is I've put just a little test. I've put $2,300 into here, and I'm hoping to 10x this and take that money out. So when it gets to 23 grand, I'll take that money out. I'm going to buy a load of stock that I've got in the business and pay for a load of stock for, say, 25% of the summer's stock using free cash off cryptos, really. And then that business will do better, make more money, then I'll take some more out and reinvest it in something else. But yeah, this is like my top tip for today. This will get listed on a major exchange pretty soon. And if you imagine it going on a big exchange, it will probably, possibly, maybe 5x, 10x, just because it's got the extra exposure. So the guys behind this team are literally raising money now for it. I think they need 120 grand, something like that. But yeah, that's the. I keep making mistakes with the basics of YouTubery. Literally did about 40-minute live stream before, and I was bloody screen sharing the wrong screen, so you couldn't see what I was talking about. It was just sat on the towel chart forever. I was waffling away, and now I just realised microphone's over there. So hopefully you can hear the first bit of that, and hopefully me bringing the microphone on hasn't just blown your ears out. So if there's got a couple of guys watching there, so is there anything you want me to have a look at? And if any coins you're interested in? Like, I'm literally got any questions? If you think this is a load of ridiculous rubbish, like I've been in this crypto thing now since about 2018, I think it was. I think it might have been December 2017. I put my first $5,000 in. Watched it go to $12,000 over Christmas period. It's like, oh my God, showing the missus, look how well I'm doing. Then it went up and up and up. And then, as we all know, it started going down, down, down. I just watched it go down. Didn't take any profits. Went up to about 25 grand and then went down to like 4 or 5 grand again. But I've learned now this basic rule of support. If it breaks support, get the hell out of the market. Which when you're in a big bull run, you ought to be doing like the daily or the weekly or. But it can save you. Like, it can save your portfolio. Like, let's look on the daily of Bitcoin when it started to go wrong. And this is just how you protect your portfolio. Super basic. You probably know it. If you don't know it, then great, because then I feel like I'm actually giving you some value. But you're getting in around here. It's going up. You're monitoring this craziness. You think you're amazing. Look at these huge pullbacks, though, where you think, oh my God, like 25% pullbacks. You think that's it. You've done it. Oh no, it's pullback. Oh, it's proper emotional roller coaster. Then you get to this point here. This is what saves you bacon. So you've got a really big major support here on a daily chart, and this is where you go, oh shit, it's broke support, let's get out of the market. And this is where you sell. If you're holding Bitcoin, it's where you sell. And it could be like, sometimes it fakes out. Let's find one where it's faked out and carried on going. And it might, and you think, oh, it's going to leave me behind. Like this one here, let's say you're a bit too close. It's a bit of a messy one, but you get the idea. Let's say you were monitoring this and you had this support line, and then it broke support and you got out. You can keep looking at these levels, get back in again. Like this is a level. If it went down lower, the tops of here is a level, tops of there is a level. You can keep looking because there's nothing wrong with jumping out of the market and then it goes up and confirms that it's actually carrying on going up and then get back in. You might lose a little, 3, 4, 5%, but I'd rather be like kind of protecting myself. Like I'm jumping out, it's dropped right down. Because this could have kept going down, or it could go up. But then once it goes up again, all right, we're making new highs here. Let's try and get in again. Once it's broke here, if you don't want to do double top. But once it's up again, okay. Now you miss out in this growth, yeah. But you've protected yourself from potentially, 50% drop. And then you're back in again here. You missed this part of the market, but you've got all this again. And then you've got a new line to look at. New support line, which is here. And although you're going to suffer that, you'll not suffer that bit. Then it goes up again. Oh, actually, it's going up. Oh, no, it's gone down. So it's just a little way of protecting yourself. Yeah, so what else to do at the moment? So all I'm doing at the moment is monitoring Tau, Kaspa, Tau New, and the Tau against Kaspa chart. And then that'll be, once this tells me what to do, I'll move my money over and grow it faster. So this is either going to go squish, squish, squish and up, because this is a flat top compression in a rising market, which is a very nice one. You can see Kaspa made a good return on Kaspa on a big flat top. Where was it? Not sure what time scale it was on. This is I was getting in Kaspa around these prices, 0.23. And then I just kept going in and out on the breaks I'd get in, or the top here. It might have been this flat top here. Yeah, it was. Look at this, beautiful. So this is like this is now one of my favorite like chart patterns. So we've got a nice flat top here. It actually went back to there if you look at it, but this flat top compression, you can line it up. And then we've got these, this here. And this just beautifully went up, created a level, went sideways, came down, stuck to this nice support level, this long support. And it creates this. I mean, it could have kept on going down and squeezed right into this corner, which you'd probably expect more. But it didn't. It made this little one, and then it just went absolutely mad. Now, I got out of the market here. It came back down. I got back in the market. And I remember I got out of the market like at one of these tops. Or it might have been on a different compression, but I got out of one of them and it went out and it went up. And I was like, crap. But if it's breaking out, it usually comes down to retest a bit and just get in again. And I got in again here. And then up it goes. But you've just got to have these protected zones on. And what I like to do is use all different colours on here, which is a bit mad. But because this is like a crazy new beastie, I use different colours. So I like to use red one for on the logarithmic chart, easy for you to say. And then I just use white for the normal non-log or the linear chart. So at the moment, I'm watching. This is not me expecting it. This is everything. All these decisions I make are, if this goes up, then I'll do this. If this happens, then I'll do that. It's just having both sides. All these people on YouTube are like, oh, it's going to go here. It's going to break up there. You don't know, like, Like there's loads of different projects where something just came out of the woodwork, some horrendous thing, and the market just dumps. Like, so you just need to be prepared for both sides of the story. So I hope that's it. If there's any comments, just pop them in now. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. It's Saturday. I've been waiting for my fedora hat. It's not coming. So that's rather annoying. Bought it especially to go out tonight for some theatre thing. And now I'm just going to have a random hat that I'll never wear. So, any questions? Last man standing? If not, I'm going to wrap it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so keep an eye on it. And remember, Taunu is the one. Throw some cash in that bad boy, not financial advice. Just saying. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging on in there, guys. I hope that's been of some use to you. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Peace.